will fill up my senses like a night in a forest.
I think John wrote the most beautiful songs.
Like the mountains in springtime.
They were so simple and poetic, but they touched a part of you that you connected to.
Like a storm in the day.
He had this magnetism that was beyond the songs he wrote and the entertainer that he was on stage. He radiated, okay, I'm here, let's be friends.
Come fill me again.
Join us tonight in a Rocky Mountain High concert celebration of John Denver. Hosted by Olivia Newton-John, with performances by the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, John Oates, LeeAnn Womack, Michael Martin Murphey, Richie Furay, the Boulder Philharmonic Orchestra, and many more.
You know, it's unusual for a star to say to members of his band, "You got a song? You got a song?" He recorded songs that other guys in his band had written.
And he gave everybody an opportunity, like John said, to write a song, to play in his band. He was really into the local town and the local people and the local causes, and he gave so many people the opportunity to advance their careers in the music business. He was very generous in that way.
I remember really clearly one evening when John came to see us play, and the dressing room was in the basement of the Aspen Inn Club, and we all sat around and got the guitars out and started playing each other's songs. And John said, "Well, I found this song." He said, I would love to have a hit on the radio that had my name on it," because he'd had success with Leaving on a Jet Plane as a writer. But then he took his guitar out and started singing the songs like "Almost Heaven, West Virginia," and we looked at each other like... By the time we got to the chorus, it was like, "You got that hit, man. That's definitely gonna change things for you." And it was such a game changer for John.
It's time that John be recognized for the contribution that he made.
He really enjoyed this, and I think he is probably.
We'd like to now bring to the stage a lovely lady, one of the great women of music and movies, and somebody when we called and said, would you like to be part of this great show tonight, she said she'd drop anything to be part of it. She loved John and loved everything and what he stand for and everything about him, and they were very, very close friends. We'd like to welcome Olivia Newton-John.
Thank you. Good evening, Denver. Wow, this is wonderful. Oh, look at you all. This is so amazing. And how wonderful and how appropriate that we should be here in Denver to celebrate the life and music of John Denver, who loved the mountains in this area so much that I believed he changed his name to reflect that love. How about that? John Denver was someone I truly respected as a singer and a songwriter. He wrote songs that truly touched my heart. His words were simple and they were heartfelt, but we all connect with them, don't we? I mean, when you hear sunshine on my shoulders, we just feel that, don't we? It makes me happy too. John was also a celebrity environmentalist long before it was fashionable. And his work with the environment inspired me in many ways. From his work with Windstar, with the wonderful Jacques Cousteau, the National Wildlife Foundation, and Friends of the Earth, he led the way. But even before that, and before we recorded and sang together, John was a friend to me. In fact, he invited me to spend the first Thanksgiving I ever had in America with him and his family in Aspen. And I understood then, as I stood amongst these beautiful snow-capped mountains of Aspen, the beauty that inspired all of John's work. And that is why so many of his special and talented friends are here tonight to celebrate with you his wonderful music. And here to sing one of John's songs is Rock and Roll Hall of Famer and Boulder resident, Richie Furay and his daughter Jessie Lynch, accompanied by Scott Salin on guitar. Please make them welcome, everybody.
What an honor it is to be here tonight to celebrate John Denver's music tonight. And we'd like to get things started by singing a song about Montana. He was born in the Bitterroot Valley in the early morning rain. Wild geese over the water, heading north and home again. Bringing the warm wind from the south, bringing us home news from the spring. His mother took him to her breast and softly she did sing. Oh, Montana, give this child a home. Give him a love of a good family and a woman of his own. Give him a fire in his heart, give him a light in his eye. Give him a wild wind for a brother and the wild Montana sky. His mother died that summer and he never learned to cry. He never knew his father and he never did ask why. And he never knew the answer to make an easy way. But he learned to know the wilderness and to be a man that way. His mother's brother took him into his family and his home. Gave him a hand he could lean on and strength to call his own. And he learned to be a farmer, and he learned to love the land. And he learned to read the seasons, and he learned to make a stand. Oh, Montana, give this child a home. Give him the love of a good family and a woman of his own. Give him a fire in his heart, give him a light in his eye. Give him the wild wind for a brother and the wild Montana sky. On the eve of his 21st birthday, he set out on his own. He was 30 years in running till he found his way back home. Riding the storm across the mountains with an aching in his heart. Said he came to turn the pages and to make a brand new start. Now he never told a story of the time that he was gone. Some say he was a pastor, some say he was a John. There was something in the city, he said he couldn't breathe. There was something in the city that he said he couldn't leave. Oh, Montana, give this child a home. Give him the love of a good family and a woman of his own. Give him a fire in his heart, give him a light in his eye. Give him the wild wind for a brother and the wild Montana sky. Now some will say he's crazy, some are glad he's gone. Some of us will miss him as we have to carry on. Giving a voice to the forest, giving a voice to the dawn. Giving a voice to the wilderness and the land that he lived on. Oh, Montana, give this child a home. Give him the love of a good family and a woman of his own. Give him a fire in his heart, give him a light in his eye. Give him the wild wind for a brother and the wild Montana sky. Oh, Montana, give this child a home. Give him the love of a good family and a woman of his own. Give him a fire in his heart, give him a light in his eye. Give him the wild wind for a brother and the wild Montana sky.
Please welcome one of the co-writers of this next song, Mr. Bill Danoff.
Well, I'm pleased to be here, and I'm especially pleased to be here and get to sing this song. I don't know if a lot of you know this, but you know, John helped me and Taffy write this song, and we had a big hit with it here in the United States. But RCA decided to release it around the world with the lovely Olivia Newton-John, and I get to sing it with her tonight. Please welcome her back. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River.
Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze.
Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country road.
All my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water.
Dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads.
I hear her voice in the morning now. She calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday.
Yesterday, country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, everybody. Country road, country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Down country road, take me home. Down country road.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Eric D. Johnson of Fruit Bats and Nathaniel Rateliff.
I've been lately thinking about my life's time, all the things I've seen, and how it's been. I can't help believing in my own mind. No, I'm gonna hate to see it end. I've snown a lot of sunshine, slept out in the rain, spent a night or two on my own. I've known my lady's pleasure, had myself some friends, spent a night or two in my own home. And how say it now. It's been a good life all in all. It's really fine to have a chance to hang around and lie there by the fire and watch the evening tide while all my friends and my old lady sitting past the pipe around.
Talk of poems, prayers, and promises, and things we all believe in. How sweet it is to love someone, how right it is to care. How long it's been since yesterday. What about tomorrow? What about our dreams and all the love that we share?
The days they pass so quickly now, the nights are seldom long. The time around me whispers when it's cold. Changes somehow frighten me, still I have to smile. It turns me on to think of growing old. For though my life's been good to me, there's still so much to do. So many things my mind has never known. I'd like to raise a family, I'd like to sail away, dance across the mountains on the moon. I have to say it now, it's been a good life all in all. It's really fine to have a chance to hang around. Lie there by the fire and watch the evening tide while all my friends and my old lady sitting past the pipe around.
Talk of poems, prayers, and promises, things we all believe in. How sweet it is to love someone, how right it is to care. How long it's been since yesterday. What about tomorrow? What about our dreams and all the memories we share?
Thank you. Woohoo! That was beautiful. Wasn't that beautiful? Thank you. Thank you. Wow. What gorgeous music he wrote, didn't he? You having fun? Me too. All these songs have incredible memories, don't they? They bring back memories of other times in our lives. And how wonderful tonight that so many of John's original band are here and they're playing for you tonight, and I'm going to introduce you to them right now. First of all, Richie Garcia on drums. Chris Knoll on piano. Jim Horn on horns. Wonderful, Jim. Alan Dorimo on bass. And we have the two Jims. I think this is wonderful. Jim Salstrom and Jim Curry on guitars. And last but not least, Molly Weaver on vocals. Thank you, Molly. Got to hold up for the girls. Well, I'm delighted tonight to introduce an old friend, tonight's conductor, and a man who wrote all the charts and the strings for all of John Denver's orchestrations on his albums, Mr. Lee Holdridge. Looking very elegant, may I say. You look handsome. Woo-hoo! And Lee is conducting the Boulder Philharmonic Orchestra. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. They sound awesome, don't they? Woo! This next gentleman I've known for many, many years. We hadn't seen each other for maybe 30 years or so. I was in kindergarten then. And we played together. Anyway, he's been a long-time Colorado resident and has written some beautiful songs of his own. But tonight, he's here to sing one of John's famous songs, and he's accompanied by Steve Weisberg, who played guitar for John for many years. So welcome, Michael and Steve.
Thank you. My memory of John Denver is when he came to play on an album of mine, recorded at Caribou Ranch in Nederland, Colorado. Though we'd spent a lot of time together, I was nervous about asking him to sing. He was the biggest pop star in the world at the time. And he came and he performed and he flew there on a single engine plane. His manager was really nervous. And at the end of the recording session, I drove him back to the airport, and he took off in a single-engine plane, flew right over the top of the Rockies. There was a little patch of blue between the top of the mountains and a huge thunderstorm. He flew right into that patch of blue, right back.